Hello everyone, welcome to episode 28 on how to make a GTA 5-star game in Unity 3D. Today we're going to be doing a day-night cycle. We're just going to start off with a basic where the sun just goes directly over. And then we'll do the coordinates where it goes more around like that. So, first of all, we want to go into our scripts folder and create a new script of C# and name it Sky. Why not? Because we're original like that. So, when that opens, if that opens, what the hell? There we go. First thing we want to do is create a new float. A new float. Day length in minutes. Would be helpful if I spelled minutes right. So then you can have it as 24 minutes, say. So 1 minute, yeah, whatever. Right, so and then we want to create another variable of type transform, sun. So sun. What we want to do is create a new empty game object. Name it Sky Manager, I don't know. Drag Sky onto it. Day length in minutes, that's a 24. Nope, not 4, 24. And then drag the sun into the sun variable and just make the sun a child of the Sky Manager as well. So now what we want to do is we need a time variable, so public float hour. And then we need to go in update. We're going to do this. We can go. Ooh. We can make a. We're going to make a. No. What's the word? I've forgotten the word. That's annoying. A variable inside of the method. There's a name for it, and I can't remember it. That's annoying. Of type float, name it I don't know, far, I don't know, for how far into day, and then we want to go equals hour divided by 24, and then we want to go sun dot transform dot rotation, local rotation equal, oh no, oops, local Euler angles, or Euler, I don't know how it's pronounced. New vector 3, 0, x0, z0, and then the y. Oh wait, no, hold on, is that right? I don't think that is right. Oops. Hold on. Okay, that's the x. So the y and the z will be 0. And the x will be far times 360. That didn't work. Oh, oops. Euler angles equals new vector 3, not, yeah, equals new vector 3. And what's that? Go away. Okay. So if we press play, it's not actually going to take 24 minutes to go past, but so if I set it to 12, that was a massive failure. Okay, so if I set it to 6, okay, 6 is midday for some reason. So 24. Okay, hold on. So 24 needs to be. 24 needs to be minus 90, 270, and 12 needs to be 90. Okay. So, okay, actually we're going to do that completely differently. Instead of rotating it, we're going to do it by positioning. So, let's get rid of that. And then we want to create a. Actually, no, we don't need to do that, do we? Okay. So for now, just create a public transform midpoint, which is the camera. Then we want to go. We also need a another float, public float, sky radius, which would be like 4,000. So then we want to go sun.transform.position equals, oh, one other thing, float, sun angle equals hour times 360. So yeah, and then we want to go sun.transform.position equals quaternion.Euler, which is sort of like the angle thing, and then go new. Oh no, never mind. 0, 0, sun angle times radius, sky radius times vector 3 dot right, and then sun dot transform dot look at midpoint. And in fact we'll have, if we set yeah, that's fine. If we set midpoint to the main camera, enable this. There, how's going on with this? Oh, I have it in play mode. I didn't realize I had it in play mode. Hold on. God, I'm an idiot. Right. Like that. Okay. So. Okay, so what we need to do to get it, instead of being from 0 to 1, from 0 to 24, is go, we have sun angle, we want to go sun angle equals, we need two brackets, hour divided by 6, close bracket, times 90, close bracket, minus 90. So now that will work, so let's just see. So as you can see, at 0 it's down there, at 12 it's up there, at 6 it's on the horizon, and at 18 it's on the other horizon. Nice. Right, so what we're going to do instead, we're going to have, we need to make a private float sun angle and store sun angle in there, and we want to have it as, just private sun angle, private float sun angle, and then we're going to do getters and setters for this. So to do that, to make a property, this is a property, not variable, you do the squiggly brackets. What you also need to do is create, actually sun angle will be public, never mind, private float m underscore sun angle, which is the private version of it to get all the data from. So within the property of sun angle, we need to go get squiggly brackets return m underscore sun angle, because that's where we store all the data, and then set, we need to go m underscore sun angle equals value. So it's quite simple. Now neither of these will show in the editor because it can't serialize properties. So the reason we're doing this is because we need to check that sun angle, or rather hour, is clamped between 0 and 24. So what we need to do is go hour equals mathf dot clamp 0 and 24. We could do this in the editor in update, but this happens only when it changes which is better, and that failed. Oh, and we need to do hour 0 and then 24, not just 0 and 24, because it needs to send through a value. So here we go. So now it will hopefully not go past 24. There we go. It doesn't go past 24, and it doesn't go past 0, which is very good. We're going to do a custom clamp for it, so that way it clamps it, and then when it is 24 it sets it back to 0. So we need to do void I don't know, hour clamp, yeah, why not. And then let's go if hour is less than or equal to 0, hour equals 0. And then if hour is greater than or equal to 24, hour equals 0 as well. And then we just call that from within the setter. Cool. So that just sets hour to 0 if it's greater than 24 or equal to 24, or it sets it to 0 if it's less than or equal to 0. Which is pretty much just how clamp works, except for, yeah. Ooh, well, yeah, it would be helpful if I put the brackets in. There we go. So, press play now. You're going to see that it goes 24 and sets it to 0. There we go, it's a constant loop. And the shadows are properly affected and everything. So it goes up and down. Good. So now we need to do it so it actually cycles through. So to do that, we need to do each individual second, everything like that. So hold on. And then we can just go in update, float 1 day equals day length in minutes times 60, and then float 1 hour equals 1 day divided by 24, and then we just have to go hour of day plus equals time dot delta time times 1 hour divided by 1 hour, or rather not times. So if we go now, there we go. That's much better. So let's follow this in its travel. No. So there we go. There's the day-night cycle working, as you can see. The sun goes down, and then it rises. So if we set this to 24 minutes, 12 minutes, as you can see, the shadows are moving nice and slow. And if you want, you can add a flare to it, like that. So if I just go over to 0, 0, 0, it will be a lot better, and yeah, it will actually look like the sun's there. So there we go. That's very good. That works very well. How long has that been going? Jesus, 21 minutes. How? Right. Next episode, we're going to be doing it so the sky updates with the time, and then after that, we're going to be doing the coordinates and everything, and the day of year and all that good stuff. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.